everyone, PJ's here back with another How to Play. Today we're looking at how to play the game of Splendor, which is a fabulous game in my opinion. It's by Mark Andre and Space Monkeys. It says it's ages 10 and up, and it's 2 to 4 players. And it's pretty big. We'll look at a 2-player game here. Put that aside. In it you get 3 different types, 3 different decks, which are all basically the same, but they're basically different levels of difficulty. And you get these gem tokens, which are actual poker chips, poker chip quality. Maybe a little bit bigger than poker chips, but I like that sound. And you get 5 basic different types of gems: the black, the white, the red, the green, and the blue. And then you get these gold. There's less of the gold, and we'll explain these more in a bit. And you're going to keep playing until somebody has a score of 15. And basically you're going to play as the role of a rich merchant during the Renaissance, and you're using your resources to acquire mines, transportation methods, and artisans who will allow you to turn raw gems into beautiful jewels. And that's what these cards represent. There's 40 tokens, 90 development cards, and you can see the setup on here. We're going to do more or less that. So we're going to do 2 players. So we're going to do, these are the nobles, and they all have different point values. And we can shuffle them up, and I'm going to, you're going to have 1 per player plus 1 extra, so we're going to have 3. And you'll notice if you look at these, that you might recognize some people, like I believe this is King Henry. That guy looks familiar as well. And then you're going to flip over, and there's a 1, there's a 2, and there's a 3. As you can see, you're going to put them in that order. And you're going to be flipping over 4 cards from each of these levels. And you're going to see some things on each of these ones. Now these ones here at the bottom is going to be the easiest to obtain, the less amount of gems. These ones up here are going to be more increasingly difficult to obtain. This one you need 7 red gems, but it's got a value of 4. It also counts as a black gem. So all of these cards have a gem on them. When you acquire this becomes a gem. So then, you know, if I acquire this one and I have some gems, I can use this as a green gem to then acquire one of these other cards. Like this one, for instance, which has 4 green gems. We'll go over that in a bit. Now, if you do 2 players, you're going to remove 3 tokens of each gem color. No change for the gold, and 3 noble tiles. For 3 players, you're going to remove 2 tokens of each gem color, and no change for the gold tokens, and you're going to have 4 nobles. We're going to do 2 players here, I think. I don't have too much room here, but we'll figure it out. So we're going to remove 3 tokens of each. I'm going to remove the black ones, 3 white ones, 3 red ones, and 3 green ones, and 3 blue ones. I'll put all those aside. Those are out of the game. And these can also be taken out of the game as well. So that's what we're going to have to start off. Get back into the screen here. When it's your turn, there's a couple of things you can do. You can take 3 gems of 3 different colors. So I can take, let's say it's my turn, I'm seeing there's blacks, there's greens. I could pretty much take anything, but let's say I decide I want to take green, white, and a red. Or sorry, black, a red, and a white. That's what I took. And then my turn ends. Now it's going to be my opponent's turn. Now another thing you can do on your turn, I will do with my opponent, is you can take 2 gems of the same color. But only if there's at least 4 tokens available in that color before the player takes the 2 tokens. So in this case, he cannot take 2 of the red or the white. I'm not sure if there's a variation for 2 or 3 players, because there isn't 2 tokens. Whatever. We'll do it like that. So maybe he takes 2 green ones. So you can take 3 tokens of 3 different colors, or you can take 2 of the same color, provided there's at least 4 of that color. Another thing you can do on your turn is you can reserve a card. So let's say I really like this card. I could take this, I'm not going to take that, I'm going to take this one, and I can reserve it by placing it face down in my area. And I can reserve up to, I believe it's 3 during the game. And at any time, if I have these gems, 1 blue one, 4 green ones, 2 red ones, I can buy this one and add it to my collection. If I don't buy it, it just stays there reserved. I just prevent somebody else from getting it, and it doesn't penalize me at all at the end of the game. So I'm going to reserve that one, and we'll flip another one over into that. Now it's going to be my opponent's turn. Another thing you can do is, if you have the gems, is you can buy one of these cards, any of these cards. You can save up and buy one of these ones up here if you want. We're not going to do that though. He's going to buy up, let's say he buys up or collects 2 blue ones. Comes back to me. I'm going to collect a red, a blue, and a white. Now, it comes to my opponent again, and I should get these on screen here, best as possible. It's going to be my opponent's turn. I'm going to look at my card again. It's 2 red, 4 green, and 1 blue. He's got 2 green, 2 of those. He decides he's going to take, he's just going to take some gems this round. He's not going to reserve anything. It comes back to me. Again, I got 2 red. You know what? I got 2 red and 1 black. I'm going to buy up this white one. I'm going to add that to my collection, and these go back here. You should never really run out of gems. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I completely forgot to mention, and that is how to get the gold ones. If you reserve a card, you automatically get a gold one, and the gold one is wild. It can be used for anything. I completely forgot about that. And that's the only way you get the gold ones. But then the gold ones can be used for anything. So that's one benefit of reserving a card, is getting gold ones. So it comes to my opponent here. You got, you know what? He's going to get this one. He's got 2 green, 2 blue, and a black. And actually, I should have refilled this first, but it is what it is. So it comes back to me. You're going to need 2 red, 4 green for this one, and I don't really have anything good for this one. That was a bad, it could come back to being useful later on. Don't think there's anything I could really buy. So I'm going to take 2 green ones, since there's green ones available. My opponent looks around. He's got 2 whites and a red, technically. He says, you know what, let's just collect 2 black ones. Comes back to me. I decide I'm going to take 3 gems. And again, this one is blue, 4 green, and 2 red. Ooh. I don't know if I took a green there or not. Maybe I could have done that. So it comes back to this guy. He's my opponent. He's got 2 blacks, 2 white, and a red. theoretically. He's just going to take one of each. We're running low on gems here, but here's what it is. So, let's see what I've got here. I got lots of gems, actually. 2 blue. You know what? I'm going to do this. 2 blue. I'm going to use this white and a green and a red, and I'm going to obtain this one. And I still keep this white. Obviously, I keep this always, but having this white one prevents me from using up my tokens. I'm going to put this back, and we're going to refill this, and now it's my opponent's turn, and you're going to keep going back and forth. Collecting gems, like I said, you can collect 1 of 3 different colors. You can collect 2 of 1 color, provided there's at least 4 of that color. You can turn these in for, sell the gems off, including using these ones that are on your cards for buying up anything that's here, and then you refill the market. Or you can, let's say he decides he wants to reserve a card. Maybe he wants to reserve this one. And when you reserve a card, you get a gold, which is allowed. That's the only way you get a gold. And you're going to keep going around until somebody has 15 points. Now, whenever somebody satisfies one of these, let's say I got 3 green, 3 red, and 3 white, and these have to be on the cards, not the gems you got on your person, if you will. It has to be gems that are on cards. Then I get this, and it's an additional 3 points. And this comes into play as soon as you have those cards. As soon as I have 3 green cards, 3 blue ones, and 3 white ones. I would say I had these ones and these ones. These ones. Oh, crap. I apologize about that. Some stupid survey. Anyway, so let's say again, I have collected. So in this case, let's say we fast forward a bit in the game. I've collected 3 blue, 3 white, and 3 green cards. At this point, I would automatically get this one and extra points. And at this point, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At this point, I would already win the game because I have more than 15 points. So that's Splendor. I think it's a pretty cool game. I think the components are great. I mean, the cards could have been a little finished, but they're fine. The quality is nothing to complain about. The gems, excellent quality. And, I mean, these are just cardboard. They're fine. I like it. Nice big box. A little bit too big, perhaps, considering it's just cards and tokens. But it's nice. It's a nice game. Definitely worth checking out. There's another version coming out soon, which is Splendor Duel, which is specifically for 2 players. And it's a bit different, and I'm hoping to check that one out in the future. So that is that. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. That is Splendor. Definitely thumbs up. Definitely worth checking out. And I think definitely worth the price. So that is that. We'll see you next time. More thanks for watching.